get you open. You like love sour, then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the garden of Eden, and ever since then, my lying eyes are deceiving. You open, you like love sour, then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the garden of Eden, and ever since then, my lying eyes are deceiving. Man, there must be something wrong, 'cause I can feel her crawling around.
Okay, good morning, you guys. Okay, Discord mic is fine. Brilliant. Let me just make sure this is set proper. It's louder. Great. This is over there. We're good. All right, we're good. We are going to be continuing with the P150. Oh crap! I had the image and I lost the image. But good morning, everyone. We're continuing our tutorial from yesterday, the P150. Oh, hello. I have some space over here. There. Fixed now. Good morning, Rooster. Good to see you. Lady Light. Go Gaga. Good morning. Hey, Dirty. Yes, cut on screen would be cool. Chris Carnage is happening. Johnny, welcome back. Good to see you again. Man, you guys are here early. We have a snowstorm going on right now. It's a little insane. It's been snowing since yesterday evening, around 6 or so. Hasn't stopped. So the kids and wife are still here because schools are closed. It is one of those heavy days. So, yesterday, when I left you guys, I was building out the P51, which is the Mustang, the fighter jet from World War II. But let's just say that in that time, some shenanigans have occurred. And while I was trying to prep, because I was supposed to be going downtown today, so I wasn't going to be available. I decided, you know what, I'm going to get the tutorial ready. But in the course of getting the tutorial ready, a couple of things happened. I mean, this is the tutorial. This is the plane I was building yesterday. And there's a couple of changes here. So I'm going to have to go through each of these and make sure that we continue. But Johnny, what did Johnny say? Snow makes the coffee better. Yeah, because I'm inside drinking the coffee and I know that I'm not outside there. Okay, but let me just cut to the quick here. Shenanigans happened yesterday. When I say shenanigans, I mean shenanigans. So Yeah, I built another one to as I was trying out a couple of theories and different designs and everything, and I wanted to improve on a lot of what I did with the first one. So this ended up being the tutorial one. This was version 2, this is version 3. So version 3 is vastly different than version 1. Oh, let me go fish version 1 out of the drink and turn this thing around. This one doesn't even have a propeller. But let's get them side by side, as it were. Alright. It keeps rolling back into the water. So I gotta put down, I have to block the wheels. Keep that nice and clear. I believe the term they use is chalk the wheels. Make sure that it's not connected to anything whatsoever. It does create a couple of problems, but anyway, that's not going to go anywhere now. But this is the original, so you can see the difference almost immediately. Since they decided to build out the nose cone, I decided that I was going to redesign everything, and I think the best way to do that is by showing you guys what I went and built. This is the sectional of the plane. So this is literally the plane cut in half. No, I did finish record the tutorial last night. I had to go ahead and build this out so that I could have a good visual representation of what I needed to actually recreate, and this turned out very useful. So there were a couple changes that I actually had to make to the final one, but this is one of them right here, and balloon. So I need to remember that. All right, so this shows you the full interior, how everything is laid out, how the placement for all of these pieces right here. And you can actually see how I try to improve the layout of this entire thing. For one, the engine part that I was trying to make a room for is a little further back. So I had to go make some space for that, which means I had to move some balloons around and put the thrusters on the inside. So I try to internalize some of these guys. The turn thrusters are now set on the insides here, and the front thrusters for the controls the yaw, the pitch. That's now been internalized. So this gives you like the full layout of exactly where everything is. It did make an improvement to the back here for the what should we call it, the tail, and that was actually interesting. What did I use for the exhaust? Oh, the exhaust. Let me see. That is, I think. Hold on. I know we have some options for the exhaust, but let's have a look here. The piece that I used for that one was that I only used this one because it was like the perfect size. This is a squadron rack from Star Wars. Crap. Now I remember why I didn't really want to use that one so much. But this is the squadron rack. Rebel Survival. There was an alternate to the squadron rack, an alternate solution and it was only available if you actually had this one kit. Hold on, are these the same? Tell me these are the same. No, dang it. The alternative, the most elegant solution I found was also using this, but you have to do this in 2 parts. Let's get a 6-piece over here. So you get a 6-piece, and you got to watch how you put this on. But you smack that on there, and then you just build this up using the Supernova Academy salt and pepper shakers. That's the only other solution. So you can take that however you will, but at least, and the thing is, they both look good. So there's a viable solutions. It's just you're gonna have to make one more adjustment when you're looking at the side of it, because that is going to take up the entire middle section there. So say for instance you would have to take this out. Oops. Let me fix that. Into house. You would have to take that piece out, but not that piece. That's cruel. Oh, hold on. I'm supposed to be in Daft Punk. Daft Punk. Right there. So Daft Punk, you would have to take out this piece and replace it with another piece. Say that one right there. Bring it over. Get it in place and push it in. But now something is blocking there. Oh, okay, so this piece is currently blocking it. But if that was not there, you should be able to push it in a little further. But let me see what's blocking right now. I think the balloon? There's something blocking, I don't know what it is. In any case, you would actually put this in first before... Oh, hold on, there we go. We got red. But, and then, once you have that in place, you just pop these guys down. 1, 2... three. See? So we have solutions. Viable solutions. And it actually works because it looks kind of cool with that kind of angle and space open. So there you go. Okay, so I think we should get back to where we were yesterday. Hey, Graveyard Boy, what's happening? Callum Adams, welcome. Who else do we have? Welcome, done with you. Okay, Midas, does that hopefully that answers your question, and we can go back to the tutorial or the updated tutorial. Now, this is, like I said, the brand new one. This is what you will see in the tutorial. I show you how to place the wings and everything. I did just decide to change how the wings were laid out. Sorry, the wings, the wheels were laid out, and change a little bit of the intake valve as well. So that is pretty interesting. But I'm still kind of battling with where and how to place the propellers, because while I like it back here visually and everything, there's kind of a bit of displacement, mainly because of that piece right here. So, but this may be the best solution we have. All right, let's take this out for a flight, and then we're going to come back and we're going to build it up. So, here we go. Let's go this way. Oh no. I did a bad thing. Alright, let's try that again. I mean, you wouldn't think that I've been flying this thing yesterday. I mean, all yesterday. And last night. Alright, let's try again. There we go. That's more like it. It's actually really pretty good for long-term flights as well. Once you get it up in the air and nice and steady, it levels out all by itself. Of course, we're shedding frost everywhere right now. If you're not careful, though, it will glide down. So you gotta keep that nose up. But if you really wanted, you could get it above the okay, there we go, above the ocean. Oh no. Okay, I need to put a marker. Marker is over here. 17. Alright. Need some height first. Get some height. Balance it out. And actually turn around this time, shall we? There we go. This takes some getting used to, but you know, you fly around a little bit, and you too will become a pro. And it's not just a matter of just turning on balloons and flying. That's not how this plane works. Ah! I hit the wrong thing. Right, let's get this up. Here we go. And it's kicked me out. Oh, no. Stop. Thank you. I suppose you could build a version where you actually turn on the thrusters. Sorry, they turn on some balloons, but that's not the version that I am showing you guys. Showing you guys the version where you actually have to pilot, and it can be a lot more fun to fly like this. There we go. Not perfect landing, but it's good. It's a good landing. So there you go. You can have some fun with it. You can do barrel rolls. You can do loop-de-loops. Everything is right there. Okay. Oh my gosh. Shoot my thumbs up. Okay. Yes, Silvio, you can create a plane. You can create many things. Hey, Doug. Oh, what? Can we get rid of Doug, please? Thank you, Aunt Kitty. It's even worse than a few weeks ago. The swivels are not in their right mind right now. Hey, NJ. Um, what's up? I was flying. You don't ask a man um, to say hi when he's concentrating on flying. The like I was saying, man, you can go ahead and add some balloons to this so you can just pop into the air. There's like certain points you can just go ahead and add those balloons, but that's not what I do here. You can go ahead and add your activated balloons wherever you want. Yeah, you can just go ahead and add 1, 2, 3, 4, and have those activated. But you know what? The system I've built hides all the balloons. Every single one. So it's up to you on how you want to, you know, how you want to play. But at least I can show you the shape of it, and you can decide how you want to do the rest of it. If you want to follow my guide on how to get the balloons and the thrusters working together, so that this is what you're looking at instead of a plane that is covered in balloons, well, this is the place for you. We build planes, or at least models that look like planes. And the first thing that I do, first one, actually, I believe this is my whole mission, is to hide those dang balloons. Okay. What's controllable? Oh yes, it's very controllable, extremely controllable. Oh, you want to see the inside? Okay, the inside is over here. So I have a whole sectional because Matt wants to come back and build the plane as well. He wants to build the black one, so he's going to come back and build this guy. So we should be seeing this sometime yesterday. Sorry, not yesterday, tomorrow. But this is all of the inside tech right here. You have your 2 balloons forward. Now, you know, I could add another balloon to the front, and that will actually keep the balance up a little bit more. So I may try that. And then you have your back balloon here, which these 2 back balloons keep the middle section a little bit lighter. We had to add a whole bunch of stuff in the middle. This balloon right here, right in the middle of the plane, this is what keeps it upright instead of flipping. So that is the most essential balloon. But we have our thrusters in here. These do different things. This one is channel 3. This one is channel 4. Oh, hold on. Okay, well, anyway, one of these is supposed to be channel 4. So this is channel 4. Channel 4, channel 3. Then we have some channel 4s in here as well. These help to push it up. And channel 4 is what actually helps the lift of the nose. We got a bunch of channel 3s in here to push forward. You can't just have your big thruster in the back and push forward everything from the back. It will take it and it will turn it. You need forward thrusters as well to help stabilize that flight. Now, this does raise that question about where are you? Okay, this one. This raises that question about that additional balloon. So I'm going to try that, and then we can get back to the build. So see, I have that maintenance hatch right there. Now I have 3 balloons in here. can't beat the maintenance hatch. It's a very big sign of open here. Alright, so this is the tutorial version that I flew just now. We should have better lift. Maybe a little too much though. Yep, that's definitely a little too much. It's now pulling up. So not perfect. So that extra balloon is doing a lot of work. So that's not perfect. All right, question answered. Let's get back to building. Oh no. What the heck am I doing? Alright, we're gonna plant this guy over here. And there you go. Perfect landing, every time. Now it's got to take out that additional balloon. Should probably take it out before going anywhere. And I got to chalk those wheels. Oops. There we go. Now you can stay in place. Okay. So this is where we left off yesterday. I had filled out a whole bunch of stuff in here that now needs to be replaced. So I think we're going to take a couple steps backward. Because the way I had it... Okay. Yeah. You know what? We're going to take a big step back. That one's actually okay, but let's take a big step back to where we need to be, and then we can move forward. Because I did try to refine it, and once I started to make things better, a couple things came into focus. Okay. Wow. I did a lot yesterday. And I improved so much more. I do apologize, guys. So yeah. I'm going to have to look back at the video to see how far I've diverged. But essentially, okay, I can't remember what I did. There was a block in here, and I had to take that out and replace it with, there's some 8s in here. I had to replace it with these 6s, and then had to bring this 2 down. So instead of putting the balloons on the first block, from here, it's too high now and it's getting in the way. Had to bring it over here. And there's not much difference between being on top and being in the middle, so that kind of worked out. Next step was to actually, okay, hold on. There was something that I did a little differently on the new design, and it was to use certain blocks so that I wouldn't get, there we go. So I wouldn't get jammed up, because certain pieces can be replaced, you know, or just pretty much just left wide open. And I wanted to make sure that I had some solutions in place. So there we go, we have that. Then we can set this right here. And we have our maintenance hatch now. Now, in the maintenance hatch, you can pretty much add whatever color you want. You can add red, black, whatever. But this piece right here, I had to put this sticking out because I need a support for this piece. Now, if we're looking at this, we just need to use the vertical tool and nudge it downward. And we'll get right in place there. So you just have to do that with the same side. Now, the reason that I want to use a separate piece was because this now gives us a placement for the thruster. So the side thruster, which is going to be channel 1. Oops. That was the balloon. This is channel 1. And this is channel 2. Now it has a structure for being able to just break a piece without having to worry about breaking that piece off. So as long as you know you can always open up your maintenance hatch, you're good to go. So it's take a bit of a step back to make it better. And yeah, the whole design changed so much just in the space of one day. But it was all about just making it better. There you go. Maintenance hatch, and then you can set your thruster. Your thruster is set right here. And then set that to channel 2. Now, one of the things I did skip was the front piece here. And you see this? We kind of need this to the front. So what we need to do here is bring this guy, because this is not going to place by itself. It needs to have support, because what we're using here is a little bit of Fortnite glue. And by Fortnite glue, I mean like it's about getting it close enough to where we need it. So that needs to go up 1. Or is it half? So I think it needs to come down like 1.5 stud. So let's bring that down a half stud. Down. Whatever I place here is going to go down 1.5 stud. There. Now that is going to be in position. Fortnite glue in place. Now we can take that and knock it out. And voila, it sticks. Don't ask how, just, just accept it. Some things you just gotta take in stride. Okay, I want to have a clear sight through. There we go. Clear sight all the way through, and then we can take this piece. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna put that up here, and get this, and put this under here, because we need to have the undersection started. Undersection. Find the black. Find the black. Why are you being weird? Stop it. Okay, there we go. And now that is in place. So it can be happy and join its friends. Doing happy little friend things. Don't listen to me. I have no idea what I'm saying right now. Alright, we got this guy back here. And you. So we are currently below the canopy, so that's good. This is where the vent actually comes into place. Sorry, the intake valve. But we are now into a new section, and this section is the nose cone, which is a little different than what I showed you yesterday. So we are going to do two things. A, we're going to use the Fortnite glue again. Don't know how it works, but it does. And okay, so first thruster. 1, 2, then the middle one, and down 1. Now you want to place this next section first. Move in 1. That's actually going to give your support for everything else that's going to come. So get this in, and then vertical tool, nudge in 1. Now we're going to go 1, 2, and then 1, 2 back. 1, 2, 1, 2 back. Same thing again. What you're doing is you're moving this backward till you're in red, and now you're going to move it side by side. 1, 2. Same again. You're just bringing it closer together. Now that you have the top part set out, you can put this on top. Now you want to bring this out. The next part of this, you take this and you go in 1, 1, 2, and because it has the piece below, it has support. So then you do the same thing over here, out, and then 1, 1, 2. Damn it. 1, 1, 2, in. All right, now we're gonna go and just overlay them, and we're building a much better nose cone than what we'd had before. With this one, you can choose to either go 1 or 2, depends on the profile you want. This is coming into the propeller as well, so you have that going on. Now, one thing you can't get rid of is that tiny gap right there. We're just gonna have to deal with it until they give us some kind of solution. I just don't know what to do with this, because once you're going from the side pieces, that gap inevitably shows up. Hey, Bram Ritter. I should be around. So yeah, anyway, there's that's the downside of using the angular turning technique. There you go. We're going to come back to the propeller because that's kind of the last of our worries. Next section we're going to do is we're going to go over to the roof section, get haunted house. If you don't have haunted house, exit this tutorial right now. I'm kidding. But you know, this is the live tutorial, so I'm going to try to get as detailed as possible. This is the closest that you're going to get before the official tutorial is released. That one I went through and I added all the different steps. So if you're impatient, you can go ahead and actually get started on the build, but just note that there are a couple of steps that I changed, like like how to build the nose section, the interior. The exterior is pretty much all the same as what I showed yesterday. The only thing different is the canopy. So we're going to get back to that in a second. Let's now go ahead and get this set up. You need to be... Can you go up? Yes, you can. Nice. It's funny how these pieces come together, but the side pieces can't. Maybe these can actually, you know, if I had blue, it would be different. But I don't have blue. So, since I don't have blue, I'm not going to fantasize about it. I'm just going to move on so that we can keep moving on. Okay. Does that weird thing sometimes. Oh no! Whatever shall we do? There. That's all set. And now we're going to do something similar to over here, where we start from the bottom. The bottom. Oh, good. I'm not saying it weird. All right, and let's get you the bottom, and then get you. No, stop it. There. Then take a step back and down. There we go. So now we have a nice angle. I kind of like that angle. I think we can probably extend that just a little bit. We're doing a little bit of sculpting here. When you're looking at stuff like what Rooster and some of the other guys are building, just sculpting, it kind of makes you a little jealous. The sculpting ability on some of these guys is so amazing. Take a look at what Rooster has done in his... Oh, dang it. I started too early. Okay, fine. Anyway, I was looking at Rooster's catamaran yesterday. Ninjago catamaran. I think that thing's amazing. I think that's going to work. No, because we need the propeller right here. So. Okay, so do we want to deal with the pain in the butt that's the propeller? I think we have to. No, we don't. What I do need to show you guys is how to get these guys on. So, canopy. This is probably where I left you guys yesterday. I think there may have been even a thruster here. But one of the first things that we need to do is we need to go and get this piece right here, 2x4, and put in. You can actually get another color if you want, because this is just kind of a back plate to sit right Why are you being weird? There. Oh, really? Okay then. Well, there's that back plate, and then we're going to move over to first order, get the railings, and you're going to use this guy. Yeah, that doesn't fit. All right. Anyway, what the heck did I just do? And then, once you have that, we need to do a couple of shenanigans, shall I say? Because there's always shenanigans in the stream. Welcome, Crispy. What's up? Oh yeah, I built the Voyager and a couple of Enterprises. Enterprise is still a gigantic mission, but it's one of the first big ships that I built when I first started in Lego Fortnite. Because you gotta have your Enterprise. Other people were building the Star Destroyer. I was like, you know what, Star Trek is my first love, so I went and I built the Enterprise. Hit complexity. Couldn't finish it, but that was my first foray with complexity. Good times, good times. All right, so what we're doing here is we have to work backward, because when you turn this piece the right way around, what happens is absolute nonsense. I don't know why it does this, but this is what happens when you try to put that one upright. You can't get a straight plate on there anywhere. However, on the upside down piece, you can. So, word to the wise. So we have to work backward and go ahead and get this in place, because this is the angle that we're going to be facing. Then get this right here, because we're using uprights. And then we can either get a single plate here, or now we have the angle. We can take this and we can move it down, I said, until that goes green. Okay, I just saw green. There. Get it to go green. Destroy the rest of this. You know, destroy the evidence, as I like to say. And then, whoa, the snow is really coming down. And go ahead and snap onto that. Then walk it down to where you want it, which is right about here. Take it up. Okay, hold on. And across. Great. You're gonna have to be difficult right now, aren't you? I was actually saying yesterday how much easier this canopy was to place, and now it's giving me trouble. I was giving it compliments. Come on, be good, be good. Okay, can I actually still sit in there? No, I can't. So something's gone a little hinky there. Because this was like super dead easy to place yesterday. Is there a difference in alignment? We're on top. The green may be an issue. Let's pull this down from here. Oh, okay, that is over there. Come on, play nice. People are watching. You're embarrassing me. Ah! Okay. Let's do that again. It's definitely out to embarrass me. Alright. We're going to pretend the last 5 minutes never occurred. Nobody's going to clip that or anything. I'm not embarrassed. I'm just, you know, big boned. Look, I don't have to make sense. There we go. I just have to build pretty. And let's get this in place now. Okay, hopefully this should take care of it. Angle. I'm sorry, chat. I'm not even looking at you guys right now. I promise I will. As soon as this thing stops messing with me. Yes. All right. Fight for the blast. Same one evil brothers. Can't you see? They're the ones. Run with the pack now. Always out for more. Can't you see? They're the ones. The kids screaming fight through the night. Yeah! Loving every fight with delight. And you know that our minds see truth. Now, problems here is that the first instinct that you're going to have is to take this and put it here and go like, yeah, that looks pretty. Unfortunately, the game doesn't like you to like pretty because it's not going to let you sit. Not happening. No way, no how. It only allows pretty up to a certain point. So you can sit in here. And you can sit back here. Well, hold on. What are we doing here? Oh, right. I remember now. There we go. So we have this piece, which can go flush to this and step down. This, however, needs to be a little different because it needs to be one up. Now, I suppose we could play with the spacing on this a little bit. Let's see what we can do with this. That doesn't. Oh, right. That doesn't like that. Ooh, no good. No bueno. No bueno at all. Unfortunately, these two, because of the angle, these two will never meet. Or will they? What happened? What is happening? What's going on there? Okay, that was weird. let me see. Did it call me a liar? Nope, it did not. It just wasn't touching. And there. Oh crap! I just deleted my angle. Son of a. Yeah, canopies are nuts. I'm gonna come back to that. Let's just finish up the back, shall we? Okay, there were a couple of adjustments that I had to make for the back. Oh, you will know my shame. So, the back. Let's get to that. Because things changed a little bit. I mean, like, I could go ahead and finish this up. But now that I know different, I have to show different. So, here's what's going to happen. That balloon is going to change. The rest of this is almost fine. Now, what happened here was this. We got 1, 2, 1, 2. I think these two are straight. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, and yep, these two are straight. And then we go over to the roof pieces. Get your first order. And this is where things really take a bit of a turn. Gotta bring this guy out. Now you're wondering why I had to make such a huge change, right? Well, it's because this piece goes on the inside now. See? Right there. And then this piece does the same thing. If you're following along, I hope you aren't lost yet. And I hope I haven't skipped anything. Now, this is going to be one of the big changes. It's going to happen right now. And it is because this piece now needs to start from in here. And this piece from here. I think these are supposed to be one step closer. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me just do a double check. So straight, straight. It's supposed to be like super close right there. What happened? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3. Weird. So 1, 2. Oh crap. Yep. Oh, hold on. No. Don't punk myself out. Let's get. See, I almost messed up. I almost went and destroyed the whole thing. I don't need to do that. We go Supernova Academy. Get the right color over there, because I'm color coding myself. And there. 3 and 3. And you're supposed to be super close to here. Why aren't you super close? Wait, 1, 2, 3. And you're supposed to be one more in. Let me just make sure this is going to work. I think it should. let's see. 9:30. 9:30. Ah, that's where we're supposed to be. Why aren't we here? Like right now. Okay, we're just gonna have to deal with it. So, fixed it before I went too far. I guess we have to take a step in. I don't know why, but on this one we are. See, spent too much time with that canopy. And there we go. So now we're super close. And this is perfect because this guy needs to be over here, like I was saying before. And then this guy needs to be over here. Over here, I said. There we go. So now that we have that, we can go ahead and get this plugged in. Ah, crud. 1, 2. One, two. All right, same thing for over here. There's going to be a space in the tail. We'll figure that out. Nothing to worry about. And let's see. I think we can bring this one in to here. And then get this up here. Did we go too far? I may have gone too far. All right. Now we have our tail section. Feels like I've gone too far. 1, 2. Yeah, that tail feels really big. I'm gonna have to trim it. Oops, I goofed. Who would have thunk it? 1, 2. There. Close off the tail. Alright, so I think we can lose the back section here. Yeah, there we go. That's better. And this is one of our major divergences at this point, where we actually bring in a different kit. We're going to bring in the Palm Paradise kit. Because Palm Paradise has some cool pieces, which I don't get to use too often. Namely being this one right here, for the tail section. And then we have this piece, and we're going to have that facing in, so it's consistent. And then this one right here. So we have a nice looking tail. Now let's get the tail finished up. I know we haven't done the thrusters yet, which is going to be a major thing, but we will get there, I promise. What is your damage, bud boy? Thank you. Thank you. All right. So you are forward. There you go. And then we just do this piece. Same thing. Uh-oh. Nailed it. Ha. First try. And all these steps are in the tutorial. It's been shot. I'm just editing the whole thing right now, but you get the advanced view of the tutorial because we're building it live. Why can't I put it on there? Is it the alignment really that much of an issue? I mean, that would save like a little bit of space. Anyway, doesn't matter. So this is going to be set to channel 1 and 2. 1, 2. Nothing else, not 3, not 4, nothing. This is going to help push the tail up. So we actually have that that adjustment. Is one of the most important parts of this build. This is going to push it over. This pushes to the right. And this pushes to the left. So this is 2. There we go. So when you hit 2, it actually pushes down and over. So it does that thing. So once you know just how everything controls, it helps your whole mindset. Now, one of the things we have to do because of these adjustments is that we have to go in and find a spot right now where we can add the balloon back because we need to have those balloons. Okay, everything's all connected. Nothing's loose. So in here, 3, add you back right here. And I want to put a balloon right in here. So I have to put it onto this piece. Nothing bigger. Just right there. And it should come into the section here. A little concerned about the height of that. Maybe it should be a little further down. I may have to actually bring that piece down. 1. Now, in case you didn't know, the balloon is not going to go there natively. So we have to do a little bit of a cheat and use the engine block. The almighty engine block. I brought it down 1. And this should go right there in the middle and go over onto that spot. I think we don't have enough space. So the top, it's a bit of a problem. Let's try again. Okay, so now that's too low. I'm gonna try that again. See what I mean about these pieces? The most versatile in the game. It's like one of the best kits that they brought out. Because it allows us to get those tiny little 2 stud pieces in there. It makes a huge difference. Alright, and can we go down? There we go. Now we have balloon to balance things out. We're good to go there. Then you oh, right. Okay, you are an additional piece. One, two. And then you need to have that piece back here. Can we get you there? Yes. Perfect. Okay, so that's one balloon. Now I know we need the other balloon right here. So we're going to get that in place and get this. Although I think one of the big problems was that this was... I actually didn't like the placement of that balloon. I felt that it could have been a little further forward. Just didn't like how, oh, right. That balloon is in its way because of that placement. However, since we're messing around with the whole balloons things, I can just place it where I want to. Maybe a little bit lower. Okay. We got something interesting here. There we go. So this placement should be possible. Tell me that this will, yes, haha. It's stuck to the outside, so I can bring this in and walk it up and down as I need. There. Perfect. So now we have another balloon almost below the up balloon. Now we have to fill in the bottom, but we need to find where the where these plates go now. You need to go red. Sorry, not red. Blue. And then so the bottom part. Where are we? Which one do we want to look at? We want to look at that one, or do we want to look at this one? This is the one that we used. That was made. No. Wrong one. Where's the other one? There you are. Hey, Justin Gillespie. It feels like I'm a retired football player. Is it because of my bad posture? Sir laughs a lot. Good to see you, my friend. Okay. Let's see. Or is it because of the deep voice, perhaps? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was that far away from the microphone. All the elements, my elemental force, go crazy. Man, you guys are chatting it up. I've missed a lot. Hey, warding works. Oh, right. Just in case anybody needs a look, this is the inside look. You can go ahead and screenshot this. It's a good cutaway section, so you can really see the inner workings and have a good reminder of where everything is supposed to go. Like basically having all of these thrusters and everything is really super important. Man, I could actually make a chart of this and number the engines as well. I should do that. Okay, what are we doing? So I was looking at how this is laid out. So 1, 2, okay, I need to go down and right underneath this one. That's where it goes. Hello. Okay, I think we went with blue all the way under on this one. 947 people. Yeah, we went with blue because of the two. Yep, twos. So the first back. Got it. First one back. This one right here is where this comes to fruition. Right there. Okay, that may mean that I have to go up and in. But let's find out for sure. Okay, remind me later. Thank you. And put that there. So now we have steps that we can follow. Oh, that's why that's important. Good reminder. One, two. So there we go. That is our line. And we're going to follow that line from over here as well. No sixes. All right. There. And now we can start making the steps back to fill this in. This guy goes up. And then we get this guy comes up as well. Because you want to give clearance to that intake valve. And I think the best solution for this is to do this. So we can start from the right place. And that means doing this. Okay. At some point. Oh, crud. Can we get back there? I don't think we can. Because in order to get the the right placement. Things have gone awry a little bit here. Because I'm too wide. Sorry, I'm too narrow. And we need to be at this spot right here. So we gotta push everything out. We're in the same ballpark. No, 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 no. You? Oh, right. You need to come here. You need to go there. And you need to go there. There we go. And then we can take 2 steps up. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're just closing up the bottom. Do we have... Oh, you know what? Before we go further, let me get my wrench. Make sure that these are set. This is channel 3. It's channel 3. Are you channel... What channel are you? Channel 4. Okay, those are set. Perfect. We can continue. So get that into place. That up. 1, 2, 1. Here we go. That's pretty much it. Dude, I made the bacon for you early this morning. Oh, so you were just ignoring me? Ah, of course. All right, so, oh right, I didn't do that bit. Let me just do this side. What was I doing? Props. And vertical nudge. Gotta love this tool. One of the best things they've done. All right, so we are at the point we can do wings now. 5 minutes. All right, guess we're doing the 5-minute wings. Here's the fast thing. I'm gonna do 1 wing because I have run off to work. But if you know 1 wing, you can do 2 wings. It's as simple as that. I actually had someone on one of my tutorials yesterday complaining that I had only done half of the build because I did one side, showed the assembly for one side, and to keep the tutorial short, I had, that's all I've done, just the one side. But dude decides to come in and say that I wasted his time, that I only did half of it. And I'm there trying to just bust my brain, trying to figure out like, what the hell is he on about? Because the whole tutorial is there. All you have to do is copy from one side, do the same thing you did on the other side. Is it that difficult? All right, and now we're gonna get. Oh, hold on. Do I have it? Yes, I have a plate. All right, so this is the Ninjago roof. This has 3 slopes on it. This has 10 degrees, 15 degrees, and this one that we can't get, so I can't even measure that. But this is the angle we're going for today. The 10-degree slope. So you want to get your pressure plate in place. You can do something like this, and that will lock it on to that angle. Go ahead and get your plate. You don't have to do any weird counting with this one. For once. It's just going to connect. Then it's just a matter of just moving up and down to find the right spot. And that is literally it. That's all you have to do. Get it in place. Now, there's something very critical that I have to explain about the wings, and it's this. This is one of the high impact zones. This is one of the areas which is probably going to be hitting the ground more often than not. So, please resist the urge to go and build the wings using as many big pieces as you can get. Don't do that. I cannot stress that enough. If you do that, you will have disaster. So, I'm going to put the stripe on the side now. And with the stripe, I'm going to use 2. In fact, you know what? It would be better to use Supernova and get the 4s. Because you want to give as many points of failure as possible. Cannot stress that enough. If you have 1 point of failure, then if this hits the ground and this piece decides to break off, look at that, you still have a wing. This piece decides to break off, you still have a wing. Okay, that's super important. I cannot stress that enough. Any areas that are more likely to hit the ground have more than 1 point of contact, 1 point of failure. Okay, where did my stripe begin? Okay, my angle begins right here. Depending on the plane, you can have your different angles or whatever you want. This one has this kind of angle going on, so you know it is what it is. Two, three. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. Then go back over here, grab the roof, first order, grab the other side. And there's your wing. Normally, I would do like a more of a build up with the wing. You know, get more rounded and everything, but we want to keep this nice and light. And there's really no place to put balloons or anything fancy. But the other thing that we need to do is add supports. If you have the friendly neighborhood kit, then you are in luck. If you don't, then I have to find a different solution for you. But right now, this is your wheel strut. You're gonna put it on the white stripe, and you go 6 back. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That doesn't really matter as much as where you put it, and make sure that both sides are the exact same. So if you have a count of 6 on this side, make sure the other side also has a count of 6. Try to get it as centered as possible. But this is really more for this wheel to be in place. So forward is that way. And then you go and you do the same thing to the other side. There you have it. The intake valve, the bottom. I was hoping to be able to fly this at the end of this tutorial, but we're out of time. It's now 10:02. Oh yeah, you can drive these. So you now have the tutorial on how to put this down. I showed you how to do this earlier, and I failed when I destroyed the other one. So technically, you know how to do the canopy as well. You have the nose. Pretty much the only thing left to do is fly this thing. So let's pretend that we did. I got everything right. This is the exact model of what I just built. So here we go. Let's drive. Oh, I chopped the wheels. You have to fly this, actually fly it, and not just turn on balloons. Oh, I did not turn off the other balloon. So this one is like really unsteady. You gotta rock this one. Oh, I remember now. I'm missing balloons. Okay. I'm missing my front balloons. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna be a little bit late for work. Give me 1 second here. One more. Epic fail. Forgot my balloons in here. Alright, and there we go. Balloons are set. Can get in the plane. And we can fly. you here, you can control the nose, you can control the entire ship. So it's definitely more like flying than what we normally have here in LEGO Fortnite. So you want to get this experience, go ahead, build the tutorial. Whatever you can do whatever you want to it, add balloons, for your type of flight or whatever. But you want to have some fun and just try to actually make it fly like a real plane. Guess what? You can do that. So I'm the Mad Puck 66. I stream every day from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. when I have to run off to work, which is right now. So we've been building the P51, which actually comes in a couple of different versions but this is a World War II fighter plane. It's a bomber as well. You can attach cold bombs on the underside, but this is your basic tutorial on how to build the whole thing. I do have to do the propeller, but the tutorial will be coming out. Edited tutorial will be coming out later, probably later this evening, and it'll show you how to do the whole thing from start to finish. I do have a cutaway here that you can take some notes of, and I will try to actually put the chart of this out so you can see the inner workings of the plane and why it works the way it does. So anyway, I do these kind of live builds every day from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. So hopefully you've learned something new, or you've just decided to just come and hang out with the gang. Thanks for coming and hanging out, and remember, leave a like if it's your first time here. Follow, but really just thank you guys for coming and hanging out. TikTok, glad you guys could be with us. I gotta go to work now, so I will see y'all later. And hang on for the end credits. End credits. Here we go.
She said, give me another minute, I'll be there in an hour. Okay. I swore I was finished. She took my powers and she got me. So if you ever wonder what love's all about, be careful who you pick. Yes, they might break you out with their poison.
Carnations or daisies, one prick from a thorn and she'll drive